Good morning, everyone. Tatatlo kayo, but we'll still get the ball rolling. And welcome to the continuation of our topic on statistics, the utilization of assessment data. We will now be proceeding to the absolute measures of variation, or continuation rather. Yung una, range. Yung pangalawa, IQR and QD, or the interquartile range, or the quartile deviation. This time, we will be proceeding with the variance and standard deviation. Can you hear me clearly?
Opo, sir.
Yes po, sir.
Okay, so let's proceed. Standard deviation is the most measure of variation or dispersion. It is the average distance of all the scores that deviates from the mean value. Take note of the word mean. Kasi going back to quartile deviation, we're talking about the dispersion from the median value. But when it comes to standard deviation, it's the dispersion from the mean value or the average. It shows variation about the mean. It is also known as the square root of the variance. Variance is one of the most important measures of variation. It shows variation about the mean as well. Ano ang kaibahan ng dalawa? The variation is a measure of dispersion about the mean. Pag in-square root mo si variance, yun yung tinatawag natin na standard deviation. So, the formula for population variance, pag sinabi natin population, yung buo, the whole representatives, o the whole population, lahat. Pag sinabing sample, ay just the representative or the small portion that is as statistically accurate naman that will represent the whole population. So, basically, they have the same formula, but with, except dito sa dulo, no, as a divisor. Ito ay sigma squared, that's the symbol for population variance, is the summation of x minus mean quantity squared all over n. So sample variance, we have s squared is equals to the summation of quantity x minus mean quantity squared all over n minus 1. Small n ang ginagamit natin to represent sample. Okay. So pag ngayon naging from variance naging deviation, pag population standard deviation, yung same formula kanina, nilipat mo lang yung squared na nandito sa kabila at naging square root. Rulings naman yan ni algebra, di ba? When pag lumiba ng equal sign si squared, nagiging siyang square root. It's the same with the sample standard deviation for the sample. Yung s squared ay nagiging s is equals to the square root of the same formula. Paki-take note ng formula para pag nag-compute mamaya ay hindi na mahirapan. You can print screen or copy. Okay na? Okay na ba?
Okay na po, sir.
Okay. Yung dalawa, nakopya niyo na? Pas natin maka-tutorial yan, makaunti. Yung iba, may kopya na ng formula?
Apo, sir.
Okay, let's proceed. So if the variance is already solved, gaya ng sabi kanina, square root lang naman siya. So take the square root of the variance to get the value of the standard deviation. Pero kapag mag-show kayo ng solution, kahit na square root lang yung SD ng variance, kailangan nyo pa rin ipakita yung solution. So let's go to the example. Below are the scores of 10 students in mathematics quiz consisting of 20 items. Compute the population and sample variance and the population and sample standard deviation. Okay, so we have 10 students. Isa ay naka 6, isa naka 8, isa 9, 10, 13, 15, 16, 16, 17, 20. First, you get the summation. Pag pinag-plus-plus mo, equals to 130. Then, bakit putol? This is x bar, that's the mean. 130 divided by 10, that's 13. So this is the average. Pansin nyo, sabi nung last discussion, ang mean ay ginagamit sa pag-compute ng variance at ng standard deviation. Next, let's proceed with the, sinusolve natin kasi yung anong nakalagay sa formula. Nakalagay kasi sa formula ay summation of x minus mean quantity squared. So, kaya isosolve muna natin yung x minus mean. This is mean, ha? Okay. So, that's 6 minus 13, negative 7. 8 minus 13, negative 5. 9 minus 13, negative 4. 10 minus 13, negative 3. 13 minus 13, 0. 15 minus 13 is 2. 16 minus 13 is 3. 16 minus 13 is 3. 17 minus 13 is 4. And 20 minus 7 is, 20 minus 13 is 7. Naiintindihan yun?
Yes po.
Okay. Now, let's proceed to the next part of the formula, which is ini-square niya yung x minus x bar or yung mean. So, ito, nag-squared na tayo. So, mula dito, square natin. Negative 7 times negative 7 is 49. Negative 5 times negative 5 is 25. Negative 4 times negative 4 is 16. Negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. 0, 2 squared 4, 3 squared 9, 3 squared 9, 4 squared 16, 7 squared 49. Naiintindihan?
Opo, sir.
Okay, then let's go to the summation. Pag sama-samahin silang lahat, that is the summation of quantity x minus mean or quantity squared is equals to 186. Now, getting the value is, we'll go to solve for the population variance. So, sigma is equals to the formula is equals to, nakuha na natin to, which is 186 divided by ilang sample? We have 10, which is equals to 18.6. So this is your population variance. For the sample variance, same, we have 186, except that it is all over n minus 1, which is 10 minus 1 is equals to 9. The sample variance is 20.67. Naintindihan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Now, let's solve for the population standard deviation. Let's have the formula is equals to the square root of 186 divided by 10 is equals to the square root of 18.6. Use your calculator, it's equivalent to 4.31. This is your population standard deviation. For the sample standard deviation, so square root of 186 over 10 minus 1 is equals to the square root of 20.67. The sample standard deviation is 4.55. Nagets po? Madali lang, di ba? Intindi? Nagets niya? Nagets po ba? O, nagsosolve pa. Naintindihan? Hello?
Opo, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we will be proceeding with our sample exercise. Ka lang mula. Pakihanda ng mga ballpen. You compute for the population and sample variance and the population and standard deviation of the following. I'm giving you 10 minutes to solve for this. You may start solving now.
Sir, patingin nga po ulit nung ano. Yung ano sir, yung given po, yung ano, yung problem. Ay, yung number.
Yo ba kita? Kasyawa.
Okay na sir.
CR lang ako. I'm back. Tapos na kayo? Tapos na?
Di pa, sir.
Hindi pa po, sir.
Hindi pa tapos? Sino hindi pa tapos? Ilan? O Harriet, tapos ka na?
Hindi pa po.
Kabarato, tapos na?
Di ba po?
Nomon. Callejo, tapos na?
Hindi po, sir.
Ballestero?
Wala po nasisimulan.
Wala ka, hindi ka nagawa. Merle.
Hindi pa po, sir.
Okay, sige. 5 minutes. Okay, time's up. Oh, Harry, let's start with you. Number 1, population variance.
Ang population variance ko po ay 4, ay hindi ko ba. Ano po, 23.75.
Ang iyong sample
Ang
variance.
sample po ay 27.14.
Okay. SD ng population.
Ay, hindi ko po nakuha yung sa SD.
Pareho?
Opo. Ang naano ko pa lang po ay ano pa lang po ako nung sa number 2. Nagko-compute na po ako nung sa population variance ng number 2. Nag-table po kasi ako.
Okay. Yung number 2, anong variant? Anong variance? Population.
Mag-aano pa lang po ako, magsa-summation pa lang po ako ng mga square root.
Okay. Yung number 3, may sagot na?
Wala pa po.
Matagal ba gawin?
Sa ano po, pagtatable po.
Okay. Tinan nyo ha. Sige.
Opo.
Magpe-present ako, balikan ko yung mamaya. I-present ko sa inyo kung paano siya solve ng madali. Excel. Nagmano-mano nga pala kayo. Ako ay nag-Excel. Nakita niyo Excel ko?
Opo, sir.
Okay, sige. Padikta nga. Yung number 1.
12, 6, 7, 3, 15, 10, 18, 5.
12, 6, 7, 3, 15, 10, 18, 5. Okay. Ayun data. Palitan ko ng kaunti ha para hindi yun yung sakto. 11, 5, 8, 4, 17, 12, 19, 9. Okay. Paki-highlight at i-arrange. Ano yung arrange? Sort. Smallest to largest. Yan. Pinaka-arrange na siya. Lagyan natin ang label. This is the X. Then, para makuha ang summation equals sum, open parenthesis, paki-highlight, and close parenthesis, enter. So that's your summation. Summation. I-bold natin yung sum. Ewan. O kaya. Tapos, ano kasunod? Average na. Equals average, click, 4 to 19. Mali yata ang formula. Equals average, open, 4 to 19, close, enter. 10.625. That's your average. Kung gusto mo kontrolin yung number of digit, itong nasa area nito. Yan. Bold natin, lagay natin sa sentro, at gawin natin kulay blue. Anong kasunod? X minus X para na. Ano lang muna yung yan. X minus min na lang muna kasi maghahanap pa tayo ng X bar. Pag di may, pwede rin naman. Sige na. Accent bar. Nakalutang pala. Kapag sa Excel. Tapos, solve natin. Equals. I-click ito. Pindutin yung minus. Then, i-type ang mean. 10.63. Then, copy. And paste. Okay. Sama na naman.
Pero, kailangan mo mag-lipas. This is a object. Pagka na-lipas natin, i-add sa certificate ng anti-descent. Tapos, dito na ang gagawin. Sa pagtapos ng kumpanya. Ang hinihintay lang natin ay yung result ng anti-descent. Tapos, tatlo, isa lang kayo naman.
Ano ba mag-forward sa...
Ay, wala na. Wala ko yung sa public. Pero,
Tapos, squared.
anong sabi ko? Pero ako kung ano lang po tayo.
Tapos ito. Times.
Kung sa tayo na wala.
Reduce natin ang decimal places. Ilagay natin sa gitna. I-copy. At i-paste. Then sum equals sum. I-highlight. Close. Enter. Enter. So that's 197.88. Yan. So meron na kayo nito. I-substitute na lang sa formula. Kung gusto mo naman, pwede rin naman equals ito divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Answer.
Di ba maganda yung second best paper? Kung hindi nila po tayo makalawa.
24.73. This is your population variance.
Ano yan naman tayo ay
Equals ito divided by n minus 1 is 7. Enter.
checklist.
Bawasan natin ng 0.
Pagmana tayo ako.
Center. Equal. This is your sample variance. Gets niya? Equals. Click square root. SQRT. That's square root. Open. Click si 24.73. Close. Enter. 4.97. That is your standard deviation for the population. Equals SQRT. Open. Click. Close. Enter. This is your standard deviation for sample. Nasundan kaya kung paano yung ginagawa?
Opo, sir.
Okay. Sige, try nyo. Mas mabilis mag-Excel kaysa mag-mano-mano. Sige. I will give additional 5 minutes. Sana'y sapat na yun, no? Sige, diretso na.
Sir, pwede po makikibalik dun sa ano?
Yan.
Dun,
Okay.
hindi po yung pong mga number, yung pong given.
Ay, sorry. Hindi pala.
Hindi ko po kasi nakakopya yung 3 ay.
Yes. Oh my God. Sa Pimas ka
Okay na?
Alam. Ipapaplagiarism check.
Sir, hindi pa po.
Okay, may sagot na. Oh, magtatanong na ako. Ulit to, Harriet. Anong iyong population variance? 1.
Sir, nakuha ko pa lang po yung yung kumpleto ng 1, nagpe-table, nag-ano pa lang po ako sa table ng number 2.
Matagal talaga.
Hindi po masyadong ano sa
Yung iba ba? Ikaw, Kalyeho, natapos ka?
Hindi rin sila magkain. Tagal po.
Ano na sir, number 3 na.
O, ganito na lang. Yung ginagawa nyo na yan ay ilagay nyo sa Word, i-type nyo. Tapos, kahit hindi na yung table, basta yung solution nung may formula. Tapos, pag magsasabit na kayo nung module, yung pagpalit ng si Dua. Okay, pag magsasabit na ng module 10, next week, isama nyo itong dito ha. Bali, 2 file. Isang module 10 at isang itong assignment. Okay?
Okay po, sir.
Okay. Tuloy muna tayo sa yung kasunod na topic. Last topic. Aralin nyo mabuti ang Excel at kayo ay pag nagko-complete ng grade, kailangan talaga eh. Kita na yung screen ko?
Opo, sir.
Okay. So, paano ini-interpret yan? If the value of the standard deviation is large, on the average, the scores in the distribution will be far from the mean. Take note ha, mean pag ST. Yung katulad na sinabi ko kanina, pag IQ or NQD, median yun. So therefore, the scores are spread out around the mean value. The distribution is also known as heterogeneous. If the value of standard deviation is small on the average, the scores in the distribution will be close to the mean. Hence, the scores are less dispersed o hindi masyadong hiwa-hiwalay, or the scores in the distribution are homogeneous. Okay. So let's proceed to the relative measures of variation, the coefficient of variation. Tandaan yung isa, absolute, we're interpreting one set of data. Pag relative, we're interpreting 2 or more sets of data. So coefficient of variation shows a variation relative to the mean. Mean pa rin, pero maraming set of data. It is used to compare 2 or more groups of distribution of scores, usually expressed in present. The smaller the value of the coefficient of variation, the more homo the scores are. On the other hand, the higher the value of the coefficient of variation must disperse some scores in that particular distribution. The formula in computing the coefficient of variation is CV, or coefficient of variation, is equals to S divided by X bar. Nagmumukhang dalawa itong guhit because yung isa ay X bar times 100%. So where S is the standard deviation of the sample. Tandaan ha, yung SD na kukunin ay sa sample at hindi sa population. So ibig sabihin, ang formula mo sa ilalim, the divisor is N minus 1 instead of the whole N. Then divided by the mean value. So let's say for example, find the coefficient of variation of the given data below. So tatlong sets of data na meron tayo. We have section A, section B, section C. Ito ang result ng kanilang quizzes. Merong 12 estudyante sa bawat section. It's gamitin ng Excel. You find the summation. It's 185. Ilan sila? 12. Ang mean ito ha, mean. Ba't ito napuputol? Ang X bar is 15.42. Because that's 185 divided by 12. Then, you need to compute for the standard deviation. Kaya nga lang nilagay ko na dito matik. Pero, kailangan yung isolve. Ang SD natin, tandaan, ay sample. N minus 1 ang divisor. That's 3.75. For section B, the summation of X is 184. We have 12 scores. The mean is 15.33 and the S is 2.35. For section 3, summation is 170 and is 12. X bar or mean is 14.17 and standard deviation is 4.04. Then we need to compute for the CV of section A, S over X bar. Ito yung X na. That's X bar times 100 is equals to 3.75 divided by 15.42 times 100, 24.32%. Ang CVB is S over mean times 100 is equals to 2.35 divided by 15.33 times 100 is equals to 15.33. Tama kaya yung sunod? And CVC, wait lang ha, mag-complete na. Oo, tama, 15.3. CVC is S over X bar times 100 is equals to 4.04 divided by 14.17 times 100 is 28.51%. So how do we interpret these scores? So the CVA is 24.32%, CVB is 15.32%, and CVC is 28.51%, which means that the score in section B are less scattered kasi pinakamababa siya than the scores in section A and section C. In other words, the scores in section B are more homogeneous than the scores in section A and C. Another way to interpret the three-score distribution is that the scores in C are more spread out kasi siya yung pinakamalaki ang value than the scores in section A and section B. Or the scores in section C are more hetero than the scores in section A and section B. Madali namang intindihin, pero pag nagpo-process na medyo matagal. Pero naintindihan kung paano ito tumatakbo. Mga kapatid, naintindihan kung paano siya nagpo-flow. Kung paano sinusolve.
Yung size standard deviation lang sir ang ano.
Kung paano sinusolve. Ay, galing dito sa unahan pa. SD.
Oo nga po sir.
Oo. Ito ang gagamiting formula ha. Sample. Sorry, that's variance. Ito. Marunong na gumamit ng square root sa Excel. SQRT. Naintindihan na? Okay, sige. So, ngayon, dahil matagal nga siyang gawin, edi sige, assignment na lang din itong activity. Sundan ninyo itong mga sumusunod. Ito ay nasa module. Kaya lang yung explanation, kung kailangan nyo ng explanation, edi nasa recording. So, ito yung inyong assignment. So, isama na lang din ito sa isang Word document. Makita. Marunong magsulat ng formula sa Word? Marunong o hindi?
Puro black lang. Ako yung black lang kasi nga ako
Sagot kayo
Yes sir.
Hindi, tuturuan ha. Kaya ako nang samot-samot ang paglagay ng formula sa Word. Lalo na pag nagsulat kayo ng formula sa statistical treatment ng research ninyo, dapat siya ay naka-equation. Paano siya ginagawa? Nakikita niyo yung screen, ano? Tama?
Oo sir.
Okay. So, ganito lang gagawin nyo. Click nyo yung inserts. And the equation, nandito sa dulo, sa itaas ng symbol, click the equation. Yan. Let's say, for example, ang kokopyahin natin na formula. Ayan. CV is equals to X bar X. Ano pa yung komplikado? Ito na lang, standard deviation. Nandito lahat ng kailangan mo pag kailangan maglagay ng fraction. Mamili ka lang kung anong uri ng bintang loading. Yan, kung anong uri ng format ang gusto mong gamitin. Ang ginagamit ko lagi ay itong fraction na ito. Yan din naman kasi ang pagkaraniwan. Tapos nandito ang mga symbols na kailangan mo lahat na nag-exist sa math. Then pag wala dyan, check mo dito sa basic math. You look for the Greek letters. You look for the letter-like symbols. You have the operators. Yan, nandyan lahat yan. Sa arrows. And negative relations. And scripts. And geometry. Yan. Balik tayo sa basic math. You have the script if you need to put square. subset, ang tawag dito, superscript, subscript. Yan. Kapag kailangan mo ganyan, mixed fraction o ganyan. Pag kailangan mo ng radical sign, nandito. Pag integral, nandyan ang sign. For large operators like summation, nandyan yan. Brackets. Then, if you need functions like sine, cosine, tangent, o kaya sine to the -1. If you need accent katulad ng x bar, ito yon. Or for other things, yan. If you need logarithm, nandito. For operators, for matrix or matrices, yan, nandyan din yan. So, ang ating ita-type ay sigma. So, pag nag-type ka sa labas, mawawala yun. I-arrow mo lang pabalik yan. Then, pagka sa design, hanapin natin yung symbol ng population standard deviation, which is the sigma. Sa click yun. Ito yun. This is sigmas. Lowercase sigma. Yan. Ngayon, may square pala siya. So, nag-click ako dito para gawin natin square. Tapos, pag ka nag-equal, nasa taas ka. So, mag-arrow to the right ka para lumipat, then equals. Yun. Ang formula ngayon ay summation. So, you add summation. Yan. Summation of open parenthesis x minus x bar. Then, may squared yung dulo. Open. That would square. Yeah. All over n. Yun. Nasaksihan kung paano siya ginagawa. Pag nag-type, equals na. Nakikita beside. Kasi for example, ang nakuha mong value ay 186 over 10 equals 18.6. Ay, dinasagot ka na. Kung kailangan mo ng square root, insert formula tayo. Insert equation, sorry. Then sigma is equals to the square root of copy natin ito. At ilagay natin sa loob. And that's it. Equals square root of lagyan ng fraction 186 over 10 equal. So, pag nagkaganyan, yan o, kalugsong nyo yung square root sa taas. Mag-arrow to the right, then equals. And the answer is square root of 186. Sorry. 18.6. Which is equals to 1. Square root of 18.6. 4.31. Okay. Gets guys?
Opo, sir.
Okay. Yan. So, yung assignment na lang ha. Okay, sama na lang sa submission. And that is the end of all yung demonstrate how to use MS Excel and computing grades. Yun na yung pinag-aralan natin sa sa EdTech o sa TTL2. Kaya hindi ko na ipapakita. At saka yung kanina kung paano nagpa-process sa Excel na grade. That's the end of the lesson. Submission next week. Not next meeting, but next week. And be ready for a long quiz next meeting. Kailan na next meeting natin? Tuesday. Magkakaroon tayo ng long quiz. Preferably, mga 1 to 100 yon. Cover to cover ang coverage po natin. 15% lang naman ang quiz. Okay, masyadong mabahala. Pero mag-review din naman. Para ma-close natin ang assessment bago tayo mag-proceed sa trainer's methodology. May iba pang tanong? Ano pala, ano nyo nga to, i-print screen. O kaya picturean. Wala to sa module yung exercises. So itong assignment na to wala. Okay na? Okay, thank you so much. And kung wala na ibang concern, God bless you and ingat po lagi.
Thank you po, sir.
Okay, sige. Thank you so much.